Today on ELN Morning.
Buddhist blessings. Construction on this year's sand mandala is underway in Newman Lumen.
Positive payoff. How petting a furry friend can relieve stress.
And the future is female. The gender gap in higher education is growing, but it's not new for Elon.
Today, October 7th, 2021.
This is ELN Morning. Hello and welcome to ELN Morning. I'm Ashlyn DeLoughy.
And I'm Naomi Washington. We begin this morning remembering Elon staff member Brent Smith.
The Elon community gathered in McKinnon Hall last night in memory of Brent Smith, the Assistant Director of Teaching and Learning Technologies who died on Monday night after a brief illness. Smith began working at Elon in 2013 and was the visual mind behind Elon's staple events, including President Book's inauguration, numerous convocations, and commencements. He was also the one behind Philo, working hard to get campus sports, entertainment, and our news program on the air each day for you. University chat planes in the TRUITT Center are available for anyone who would like to talk. Messages of sympathy can be sent to the Alamance building. For more, visit elonnewsnetwork.com.
Construction on the Sand Mandala for Healing and Peace is halfway over in the Newman Lumen Pavilion. The Sand Mandala is carefully crafted by Tibetan Buddhist monks who use funnels to pour colorful sand into vibrant geometric figures. TRUITT Center intern Morgan Chisholm says the meaning behind the Sand Mandala is what makes her most excited about the event.
Just for what it stands for, peace and healing, and the reason that the Kadampa Center wants to put this on is just to promote that message of just do no harm, be compassionate, be the best version of yourself that you can possibly be.
To view the mandala, stop by the TRUITT Center anytime today or before the closing ceremony tomorrow at 3 p.m.
As students dive into midterm season, Elon still has no official policy on a Zoom option for those in quarantine. ELN sat down with Provost Aswani Valetti, who stands by Elon's decision to leave it up to the professors.
At Elon, the classes run the whole gamut, right? Anywhere from performance to pottery to biology labs and classes and other things. So that's the reason why it's difficult to say Zoom works best. Right? In some cases, Zoom might work better, and in some cases, it won't work better.
Valetti says if you can't come to class in person, talk to faculty or disability services to work out an individual plan.
This year marks the highest female-to-male gender gap for colleges and universities across the nation, but that isn't new for Elon. Pell Institute senior scholar Tom Morrison says solving the female-to-male gender gap needs to start with the K-12 classrooms.
We have to provide an active hands-on learning experience for boys if we want to keep them engaged in learning. And we need to provide male role models in the classroom so that boys see what adult men do.
Vice President for Enrollment Greg Zeiser says the university is combating the female-to-male ratio through the university's majors programs like engineering and the business school. To read more about the gender gap on our campus, pick up this week's copy of The Pendulum.
The university recently found that they generate $695 million annually for the local economy. Scott Barbie, the owner of CrossFit 584 in Burlington, believes Elon contributes to the growth of his business because it's only 2 miles away from campus.
When Elon students are here for about 4 or 5 months. At first it takes a little while to get them in the door and to get them joined, but once they join, we do increase somewhere around 15 to 20% of our income.
Barbie says getting students to sign up can sometimes be tough because so many are off campus for winter term and summer, but he appreciates his consistent customers.
Because there's a lot more energy often, sometimes the workouts are a little tough, and having the younger crowd in, they laugh their way through, it kind of brings the morale of the adults up and all that, so it's really good for us.
To read more about the study, visit our website, elonnewsnetwork.com. So we're bringing back one of our favorite segments this morning, just in time for fall. Welcome to College Cooking.
Today we're making something quick, easy, and there's no stove required, so it's perfect for students who don't have kitchens at home. These are pumpkin energy bites.
Right there.
They're portable and they're a perfect pick-me-up snack for midterm studying.
So we have all of our ingredients laid out here right now. We're going to start with, we have a bowl. We're going to add 1 to 2 cups of oats. You can use quick cooking, rolled, gluten-free oats, really whatever is in your pantry works. So I'm going to put that in here.
And then we're going to add a 1/2 cup of the peanut butter of your choice. We have some right here that we're just going to add in.
And then after that, we're going to add 1/2 cup of pumpkin puree for some fall spice. Now, Naomi is not a fan of pumpkin, so she's not going to add this, but you all do that at home.
Yes, and then we're going to add a teaspoon of vanilla and a 1/4 cup of honey into the bowl.
And then we had already actually added a teaspoon of cinnamon into the rolled oats before, but you can add that, but you can also substitute pumpkin pie spice as well if you're not a cinnamon fan.
All right, getting the honey in there, sorry about that. And then we're gonna add some of these semi-sweet chocolate chips in there.
It already smells so good. And then you can also add, pumpkin seeds or chia seeds. I added some chia seeds to my breakfast this morning. They're such a great extra, nutrient, energy source, and some added texture. So I'll just add a few of these in here. We don't have chia seeds, but there we go.
That's good.
Okay.
All right, and that's about it for the ingredients. We'll mix it together, and it will be kind of sticky as you're putting it together.
You can kind of see. We're making a little bit of a mess, but that's okay. It's worth it.
All right, and ordinarily you would roll it up in your hands and
into some mini balls. We have them over there.
Yep, and you can throw it in the fridge for a week, and they're a really good just pick-me-up snack.
Yeah. It's really great on the go for midterms.
Yes.
So that's it for the college cooking. But if you want to follow us along at home, visit our website, elonnewsnetwork.com. 4 of the 6 candidates are moving on to the general election for the Burlington City Council. Ronnie Wall led the primary race Tuesday with just over 23% of all reported votes. Following Wall, D'Angelo Bigelow and Harold Owen held just over 21% of the votes. Bob Byrd held slightly over 20% of all reported votes, making him the 4th and final candidate moving on. Ian Baltudes and Jim Butler were neck and neck in the mayoral race. However, Baltudes narrowly led over Butler. Both candidates are projected to move on to the general election on November 2nd. The volleyball team is preparing to face off against James Madison University. Last year, the Dukes ended its season leading the Colonial Athletic Association South. Right now, the Phoenix are ranked 1st and the Dukes follow in 2nd. Offensive Player of the Week awards have been handed out to 2 Phoenix players for 3 consecutive weeks, junior Leah Daniel and senior Haley Clark. Their efforts combined with the rest of the team continue to make this a historic beginning of the Elon season. Elon and JMU will play 2 games in 2 days this Saturday and Sunday, both at 2 p.m. Zagari joins us right here in the studio with your Phoenix 5-day forecast. Andrew, good morning.
Good morning, Naomi and Ashlyn. Looking outside earlier today, we've had some cooler weather, some cloudy weather. And if you check out the clip from earlier, it looks like that overcast cloudy weather is going to be here to stay. We're looking at a high of 76 today with a gentle breeze and a low of 62 headed into the night with a chance of rain. Moving into that Phoenix 5-day forecast, we've got a chance of thunderstorm on Friday with 60% chance of rain, so I would recommend getting a rain jacket out. I would keep that rain jacket ready for Saturday as well. We're going to have a 70% chance of rain. Sunday, things are going to get changed up. We're going to have some partly cloudy weather with a high of 77. Moving into Monday and Tuesday, we're going to have some highs of 79 and 82 with that partly cloudy weather. So I would recommend on Saturday going to that volleyball game to avoid the rainy weather. But it looks like next week we're going to have some great weather for midterms and the start of fall break. Back to you, Ashlyn and Naomi.
Andrew Zagari, live from the studio. Thank you so much.
Elon Sparks peer educators partnered with the Coppertop Life Learning Center for a pet therapy event yesterday to help ease the stress of midterms. Joining us now is Junior and Elon Coppertop coordinator Juliet Stevenson and her furry friend Melly.
Juliet, thank you so much for joining us today.
Of course.
We are so excited to have you both here. So just to start, tell us a little bit about why pet therapy is important and why we had it on campus.
Yeah, so pet therapy has been shown to have a lot of health benefits. One of the most important, and I think coolest, is that when you pet an animal, you and the animal's heart rate is and blood pressure are decreased. So it's a really good way, scientifically proven, to you know, to support your emotional state. And then also there's been other things like physical mobility for patients who have trouble with that, and all sorts of other health benefits. And for me, it's really nice to have something to care for that's like not myself. And clearly she needs a lot of caring for. So yeah, it's just nice to have something other than school for me to worry about.
Well, Melly is so cute. How can someone apply for their own emotional support animal on campus?
Yeah, so I did it through Disabilities Resources, and that's pretty much if you want to have an animal on campus, how you go about it. And it's just a process. They send you like these forms that you have to fill out, and then you also, in addition to the forms that you fill out, have to get documentation from a licensed professional, so like a therapist or a psychiatrist or something like that.
Awesome. Well, Julia and Melly, thank you both so much. It's so great to see you this morning, and we hope to see you again at another pet therapy event in the future on campus.
Yes, that's
Awesome.
all the news we have for you this morning. Thank you so much for joining us. For all the news you need to know when we're not on the air, visit our website, elonnewsnetwork.com.
And be sure to follow us on social media at Elon News Network.
Have a great day, Elon.